How are y'all, and welcome back to another episode of KCG Plays. My name is Kevin, and today we are playing some floor 9 runs on Luck Be a Landlord. I believe there's 2 days left until the update, if I'm correct. So very excited about that. But let's jump right in and let's see what today's runs have for us. We're on a bit of a losing streak, so hopefully we can turn that around today. I think that's just the nature of the game, is that you're always on a losing streak and every now and again you win. It'd be interesting to see what the win streaks are. I wonder, there must be somebody who tries to win streak this game. I wonder what the current record is, particularly on floor 9. I can't imagine. You'd need an incredible amount of luck to get more than like a handful of runs in a row to win. Out of all these, let's take a turtle. Didn't particularly want any of them, but we made the first rent payment with 6 left over, which is pretty decent. Don't mind having a target. I also don't mind having... Lunchbox is pretty decent. Egg carton is also pretty decent and will probably add up to more by the end of the run, I would say. Let's take another milk for the cat. Or our first milk for the cat. Here, I'll take an egg for the egg carton. Just a guaranteed 1 per spin. A second egg for the egg carton. 2 per spin forever. Take an early coal. Okay. So I've noticed lately that I take a lot of coals. And I don't know if that's good or not, to be honest. I noticed a few times when I lose the run, I still have like 2 coals and maybe 1 or 2 diamonds, and I don't know if the diamonds make enough of an impact. So let me know what you think. Like, do you think coals are good? Should you take coals, particularly before, say, the 2nd or 3rd rent payment? Should you only take coals if you have the, what is the clock item that makes it only take 15 spins? I am definitely have to reconsider my position on coals. Ever since I had that diamond run with the 2 dames and the 2 diamonds and the 2 coals, I'm like, maybe coals are not super strong or super good. Let's take a beer. I also picked up lockpick there while I was talking. So I definitely don't want to take this key. Don't particularly want to take this candy. Let's take a 3-sided dice. See where this run is going. Let's take a goldfish. Yeah, we're definitely looking to pick up a monkey at some stage, I would say. We made the 100 rent payment with 24 kinds left over. So 150 now due in 6 spins. Out of these, we could take a chicken. Don't mind having 1 chicken. And we could take a wanted poster, I guess. Probably end up having a... So here, I think 2 coals at a time is probably enough. No, I don't particularly want anything else here, so let's take it. 3 coals... That's 3 spaces that aren't giving you anything. That's the big problem with them. Don't want anything here. But it's probably better than a skip. Okay, we already have a banana and we are looking to pick up a monkey. Do we want to go hearts though? Let's re-roll something. Well, we didn't get something better. Got a plum and another banana. Okay. We take an anchor there because occasionally it is worth 5. Let's take another egg for the egg carton. And we failed on the 150 rent payment with 3 coals. I think the problem with this one is we didn't get any eaters, we didn't get any dwarfs, we didn't get any monkeys, we didn't get any cheese, and you really need them in order to kind of get you through the early game, unless you get really lucky and get like a good rare early on. And unfortunately this run just didn't get it. Also didn't get much milk to feed to the cat, so unfortunately it just fizzled out a bit early on. Fizzled out with 3 coals. So are they good? I'm starting to think they might just take too long to pay off. I might try a few runs and just not take any coals. Let's take a 3-sided dice and see if on average they get better or worse. Let's take a toddler. Okay, let's take a milk for the cat. And take a lockbox. There's a good chance to be offered a key at some stage. And we made the 25 rent payment with 18 left over. 50 now due in 5 spins. Let's take a chemical 7. Let's take lucky cat. So jack-o'-lantern was also on offer and was also a great choice. Let's go for hearts, early hearts. We have lucky cat, maybe we can make something happen. Let's take a second cat. Stack the luck pretty early on. We're not going to go coal, we're going to go beer. And are we going to go banana peel? I guess so. We could pick up a banana peel. And we made the 50 rent payment with 26 left over. There's a thief for our banana peel. And we have birdhouse or ninja mouse. Now, I don't particularly want any of these. I think birdhouse is pretty bad. I think hens are pretty bad. If they give 3, I think they might be okay. And then birdhouse would make them give 4, which would make them kind of viable. But at the moment, I think they're pretty bad. I think most of the peppers are pretty bad. So let's take ninja and mouse as the least bad option. Let's take a buffing capsule, I guess. Decent hit on the buffing capsule. So not super unhappy with that. I don't particularly want any of these either. This is what a choice. Let's take a banana. Might feed it to Mrs. Fruit at some stage, I guess. Okay, here is a key for our lockbox. I think that's better than a removal capsule at the moment. Okay, we're offered a dame. Okay. So we're 2, means we can take martinis. And I will take a hustling capsule because we've already made rent. So it's a good idea. And we made the 100 rent payment with 19 left over. 150 now due in 6 spins. Let's take a... Okay, so a bar soap gives 3 of these, and each of these gives 6 in total. So bar soap, and then bar soap is worth 20, what I'm saying. A bear is probably worth more. Over the long run, it's worth 2 on average. Spirit is worth 16, so it's never spirit. We do have a toddler though, so I think that makes bar soap better. Maury the rabbit. Let's take Maury the rabbit, because then we can take rabbit fluff without worrying too much. Rabbit fluff would be worth 3. Let's take a cow. We do have 2 cats, so cow's pretty good, decent. It's worth 3 as well. Okay, will we pick up a monkey here? The only thing we have is that banana. Let's take an omelette instead. Let's go for the highest value item. New strategy I'm trying. Okay, we don't have a dwarf. We do have 1 beer. We could go a lockbox. Let's pick up a lockbox. A few ways of getting rid of it. We could get a key. We could get a lockpick. I don't want any of these. Okay, there goes our thief, giving us 39. That's not too bad. I don't particularly want a cultist. Let's take a candy for the toddler though. And what we have here, we made the 150 rent payment with 48 left over. Let's take a void creature is okay, and let's take wanted poster. I forgot the dame buffed pearls. Always forget that. Do I want a hooligan? I do not. Do I want anything else here? I also do not. There goes our void creature. Okay, I'll take a candy instead of a second toddler. And here I will take a removal capsule. Okay, the cow is giving out some milk. It's not too bad. I do have 1. Let's take a diamond. I forgot I do have 1 heart. Let's take another milk for the cats. And 225 due in 1 spin. We should definitely make that. Let's take a reroll capsule. Only just made it. We made the 225 rent payment with 10 left over. 300 now due in 7 spins, and we definitely need some kind of scaling. Let's take a lucky capsule, could be it. 4-leaf clover gives 4 every spin versus jack-o'-lantern. I think 4-leaf clover is definitely better, right? On average. Okay, diver is great this early on. Don't think I have anything to feed him. I have pearls. Okay, that's pretty decent. Let's take an oyster for the diver. Hit the pearl and it got buffed by the dame. Can't complain with that. Let's re-roll these and let's take a crab for the diver. Let's build him up as fast as we can. Okay, we have to make a new rent payment. How are we doing? We have 2 spins. We need to get 120. So we need to get about 60 per spin, which is a tough ask. Got 45 on that one, and we had a few things that were eaten. So unfortunately, despite the diver, I think this could be where the run ends. And unfortunately, it is indeed. So just maybe if I'd taken the very early, what was I offered instead? Lucky Cat, I think I was offered Jack-o'-lantern. Toddler would have given me not a lot more, to be honest. He would have given me an extra 12. Okay, so, and plus 1 more per turn. So okay, so it probably wasn't that mistake that cost us this run. Just unfortunate. Pity. I think this run definitely had potential, but though all runs not have potential, that are unrealized most of the time. Okay, let's go miner. We could go for an ore build, I guess. And I'll take a key. That's not so bad. Do I want a bounty hunter? I mean, more than I want anything else that's offered, I guess. Okay, we could go for a shiny pebble. And we made the 25 rent payment with 6 left over. Let's take a chemical 7 and let's take another lucky 7, I guess. Okay, let's take another shiny pebble. I don't think I want Hex or Midas. I don't want any of those. Okay, it's a very early skip, but those options were all terrible. Let's go for a cultist. I wouldn't mind a Zarf's contract here actually, or General Zarf. And we made the 50 rent payment with 8 left over, which isn't fantastic. Let's take a big ore for the miner and let's take white pepper, I guess. Not super happy with any of them. Okay, let's take a buffing capsule. Didn't buff much that was useful. Let's take an ore. There goes our void creature. Second cultist is okay. They're now worth at least 1 each, so they're not completely terrible. Let's take a 5-sided dice. Or 3 on average. And I don't want any of these. With the miner giving us extra items, we should be kind of ahead at the moment. Let's take a big ore. Cardboard box is great as well. Okay, let's take a item capsule. Yellow pepper gives 2. Okay, that's not fantastic. I could take a safe there. That's pretty decent. 40 on that spin. Do I want a dwarf? I guess so. Do I want a toddler? I'll take an ore over a toddler. And we do have a safe. We also do have a key though, which I wasn't aware of. So let's skip this one. And we made the 150 rent payment with only 9 left over, which isn't great. Let's take a second safe. Let's take a lockpick. Let's hope that the key gets to the safes before the lockpick does, which it didn't. Let's take a beer for the dwarfs. Or the dwarf, singular. Okay, do we have a monkey? We don't. So I won't take the coconut. Let's skip this. We have quite a lot of pearls, quite a lot of shiny pebbles. Let's take this bubble, roll in and remove itself. I don't mind a beehive, it's worth 3. Actually, that means I need to pick up a bear at some stage, which I will. Let's remove the flower and let's remove the key as well because it's pretty useless now. Okay, magic key though. Magic key could be quite good. It's a pity it doesn't. It only gives 1, right? Okay. We made the 225 rent payment with 7 left over. This is, I mean, this run is shaping up to be not fantastic. Okay, Ancient Lizard Blade would give us 1, 2, 3. Would it give us 4 per turn? Let's try it. I think it gives us 4, right? Gives us 3, okay. So I'm definitely missing something. Let's reroll for a card shark. I mean, I guess so. I'm not super happy. I don't think it's going to be great in this run. Let's take a card for the card shark. Problem is we don't have any really good that wild cards would do for us. So let's take a buffing capsule instead. Let's remove the kind. Let's remove the cherry. Okay, 30 per spin. I have no toddler, so I'll take a beer. Okay, there goes a honey. Let's take a lockbox. But we do need to get 300 in 3 spins, which is not very likely. Do we have a thief? We don't. Let's skip this. Let's remove... We don't even have 25 symbols, so let's not bother removing it. We got 30 from that lockbox. Okay, well we could... Okay, we need 90 on this spin, which like isn't going to happen, so... Okay, an interesting run. We went ore. We got a load of shiny pebbles, but unfortunately it didn't translate into very much looks. I think if we had gotten a geologist on that rare capsule, the run might have turned around, but maybe not. Let's give this another go. Let's take an early mouse. Mouses are pretty good. Let's take a seed. I think is the best option. And let's go crab. Out of these, let's since we're going crab, let's not go shiny pebble. Let's go seed number 2. And we made the 25 rent pin with 6 left over. Pretty decent. Let's try for a spade. Let's try for a lunchbox. Let's see what we get. Milk is pretty decent. Cheese is pretty decent. And do we want beer or banana? That's the question. Let's go for beer. Let's take a toddler. Sure, why not? And let's take... I think we'll definitely make rent, so let's take hustling capsule. We made 7 that turn, which isn't great. Let's not go coal. Let's go turtle instead. Ah yeah, with the mouse eating the cheese, we definitely make rent. Definitely feeling like I should have taken those 2 coals. This run might need it. And we made the 50 rent pin with 39 left over. Let's take another item capsule. Let's take Kyle the Kermit. That would have been great on our last run. Okay, purple pepper. That's probably not gonna make a big difference for us. Oh, we got an orange from... Let's take a second mouse. We got an orange from one of the seeds. I think we got a flower from the other one. Will we take a monkey? Let's take a peach instead, worth 2. Okay, do we have a toddler? We do. Let's take a candy. And here we could go big earn, and we will go big earn, worth 2. Pretty decent if we manage to break it. And we made the 100 rent pin with 58 left over. 150 now due in 6 spins. Let's go pinata for the toddler, and let's go void portal. The pinata, that'll definitely help. It should give us at least 1 per turn. Okay, we could try for now cultists run. Oh, what am I doing? It's definitely too late for this. Okay, that's another great move on my part there. Now picking cultist, I would say. At least we're now getting 1 from the void portal. Oh, second cultist. Maybe I won't be punished for it. The dream is alive. Let's take another. Let's take a wine. Let's remove a flower. Do we have a bee? No. Let's remove the flower. And another candy for the toddler. That's great. And we made the 150 rent payment with 94 left over. That's pretty decent. Let's take a card shark, I guess. And ooh, Oswald the monkey. We don't have grave robber. He could be useful for us though. 40 on that spin. Do we have any way of getting rid of this? Oh, a capsule counts as destroyed for this yoke of Bob. What was it? Void portal? Void portal. So capsules are good. Mrs. Fruit. Okay. We have the makings of a run now. Just take as much fruit as we can. Let's take a wealthy capsule. Also need to pick up a dwarf at some stage. Let's take another candy for the toddler. Okay, 45, we're doing great. We have 2 mice, so let's take the cheese. 43, that spin. We made the 225 rent payment with 116 left over. 300 now due in 7 spins. Let's take a removal capsule over to chemical 7. Shattered mirror is terrible. It's just really bad. I don't think I've ever picked it. I don't think I ever will pick it. Yeah, maybe if I get like 50 every 7 spins or something, I don't know. Do I want a second toddler? I don't. Let's re-roll and let's take another cultist though. Let's remove the other flower. Okay, 34 per spin. Let's take another candy for the toddler. 39 on that spin. Do I want a target? I don't particularly. Let's re-roll and let's take a white stone. Okay, I don't particularly want a... I don't want the target, but I'll take it. It gives 2, so it's alright. And I probably would pick up a... I would pick up an arrow of some kind. Okay, let's take another chemical 7. That's great. I thought I'd taken one already, so apparently not. We made the 300 rent payment with 58 left over. 375 now due in 8 spins. Do I want a Beastmaster? Not really. Is it better than skipping? Probably. Looting glove. Let's take looting glove. I think it's really good. Hopefully it'll pay out for us. Let's take a peach for Mrs. Fruit. Let's remove. No, we still have some empties, so no need to remove yet. Say 40, so say 6 by 40, 240. Okay, now we do have this triple kind, so I'm gonna go King Midas. See what he does for my run. Is it good? Probably not. Is it fun? Definitely. Let's take a cheese for our mouse. And let's remove the crab. Well, what's the worst item on the board? Is it the crab? Is it the toddler? No. I think it's probably the toddler actually. No, the turtle. $74 and that's fantastic. Let's take a reroll capsule. All we need now is rusty gear and we'll have no problem whatsoever. This kind will be worth what? 9? 9? It's not too bad. 50. Shouldn't have any problem making this next rent payment. $47, not too bad. Coconut half, do we want a coconut half? We do not. Take a magic key though, sure, why not? Now we just want some way of clearing out the deck. And we made the 375 rent payment with 87 left over. So not too bad at all. 450 now due in 8 spins. Let's take a treasure chest. Let's take Lefty the rabbit. Let's take happy hour. Oh, magic key hits the treasure chest. That's fantastic. 200 on that spin. You cannot complain with that. Did I take out the toddler? I didn't, but I'm not going to take candy for him. King Midas doing fantastic work up here. 66 on that spin. Do I have Grave Robber? I do, so let's take Big Earl. How are we doing? I think actually this King Midas might have actually saved this run. I thought it was a terrible. I was like, this will be funny but terrible. But no, it's actually working out pretty decent. Let's skip this. Even on turns where King Midas doesn't roll in, still great. 59. Skip all of these. And actually, ironically, Shattered Mirror might be okay here because I suspect most of what's gonna go on from now on will be skipping. So Shattered Mirror just give us like an extra 3 per turn. Well, okay, Shattered Mirror might be okay here. It's never going to be great. But we did make the 450 rent pin with 276 left over. So 575 now due in 9 spins. We're doing great so far. I did not take the thing that gives me Rabbit Fluff. I could take Lucky Cat, I guess. Okay, we made 59 that spin. Do I want a martini? I do not. 51 that spin. Let's take a wealthy capsule and let's remove the toddler, I would say, at this stage. Or the pearl. Let's remove the pearl. Okay, 72 on that spin. Let's skip this. If we can get about 70 on spins when King Midas doesn't even roll in, that's great. 80 on that spin. Let's take another wealthy capsule. Actually, I think if we get a full board of coins, that's 60. Plus 2 poo balls, that's 62. Plus 3, 65. Okay, that's not quite enough to win the game. Do we have that lockbox thing? No. Do we want a hexatedium? Also no. Do we have a monkey? That'll be the 3rd no in a row. Okay, let's take another wealthy capsule. I think as long as King Midas rolls in every now and again. 75. Another coin. I don't think we need it. $75. Okay, that's great. We made the 575 rent payment with 315 left over. 650 now due in 9 spins. Spirit is probably generally worse than King Midas. Let's re-roll. A silver arrow though should be great. Black cat should... No, this is useless. This is useless. So black cat is pretty useless, but occasionally okay. Bronze arrow. Now, this will double them. I don't think bronze arrows are good enough. Let's take out the toddler now at this stage. That's brilliant. We got rid of the target. That's great. Can't complain with that. Let's take a removal capsule. King Midas doing a fantastic job. 70 on that spin. Can't complain whatsoever. I'll take a Void Stone and let's take out... Beer is worth 2. Let's take out this crab. And let's skip pretty much everything from now on. A great hit with King Midas. 5 coins are on him. And let's skip all of these. Not such a great hit with King Midas, but we still made 55. Okay, I don't have a bear, so honey's pretty useless. What was it? 59. I don't want any of these. I have 2 mice. I definitely need to get rid of those mice. Okay, we do have a beer and a wine, which means the dwarf could potentially reduce the number of symbols we have. But the beer is giving us 2, the wine is giving us 3. The dwarf will give us 1, and then we'd have to remove it. So, but we made the 650 rent payment with 337 left over. 700 now due in 10 spins. Let's see if we can get anything better. Do I want the frozen fossil? Frozen fossil is pretty good, but not great. Do I want Robin Hood? No. Do I want Chef? No. Do I want another Mrs. Fruit? I do not. I do want Capsule Machine though. Okay, 81. If we can just get these kind of spins every turn, I'm happy enough. This is looking like a win. And we do not have lockpick, so I won't be taking any of that. 68 that time. I will take hustling capsule. It's just good when you have capsule machine. 53. Take another hustling capsule. We already have 616 and we have 6 spins to get another buffing capsule is great. Another 70, like we'll have no problem making rent. What I really want is not more kinds, but okay, a decent buffing capsule. We rolled the 3 cultists in, which is pretty rare, I would say. Let's skip all these. What I want is more removal capsules. Okay, 86, that's not so bad. Let's skip this. My grey hit there on King Midas. He got 6 kinds. Okay, so board pretty full of kinds and nothing much else, and we still got about 70. So we made the 700 rent payment with 430 left over. 777 now due in 10 spins, and we shouldn't have any problem whatsoever getting this. Do we want a diver? We don't. Do we want a sun? We don't. Do we want a farmer? No. Do we want anthropology degree? Sure, why not? King Midas will be worth 2 now. Okay, let's take a reroll capsule. Let's remove something else. This spades, I think. 74, not too bad. Let's skip this. Hooligan, no. Okay, 86. I don't want any of these. Basically just skipping here. I don't want any of these. Let's skip these. Okay, and skip all of these. And yeah, we have no problem making the rent whatsoever. And decent hit on that arrow. 134. I think we're actually just getting better, actually, to be honest. As we get more kinds, we just... any turn where King Midas rolls in is just a great turn. Let's skip this. And we made the 777 rent payment with 556 left over. And this time your landlord was trampled by rabbits. I'm going to continue playing this in endless mode because I want to kind of see how far we can get. I suspect about the 1,500 or the 2,000 rent payment it'll fall off. But you never know, maybe we'll get a pirate. I'll take grey pepper, I think, because that could at least be useful. And let's skip all of these. I also just kind of want a screen which is all kinds and then King Midas like somewhere in the center. That'd be pretty cool as well. And if I get it, that's going to be the thumbnail. Let's take a removal capsule. That's perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. And I don't want any of these. We just have to wait for it to roll in. And let's take a chemical 7. Let's use the removal capsule to take rid of these 2 mice. This is a pretty good screen. This would be my backup thumbnail screen, I think. Also a pretty good roll, 120. Skip all these. Skip all of these as well. Oh, one lonely cultist, still giving us 1 because of anthropology degree. That's so good if you have cultists. If you're going for cultist run and anthropology degree, even if you get anthropology degree early on, it's probably worth taking every cultist you're offered. Let's take a White Stone, I guess. And we made the 1,000 rent payment with 453 left over, so we didn't scale enough. So this one will be a bit rough. 38 kinds. Another frozen fossil offered. Let's geologist offered. No. Another silver arrow offered. Nope. I was kind of hoping for a pirate. Let's take this. Don't think a pirate would actually save this run, to be honest. I don't think it'd scale fast enough. Let's take a wealthy capsule. This pirate would only give us 40 per turn. When do we get? Blue pepper and checkered flag. Alright. Okay, what have we got here? Another cultist. It's been a while since we were offered one of them, well, that I've noticed. Let's take out the Beastmaster. And skip everything. I think I've pretty much skipped everything other than capsules since I got King Midas. It's pretty funny. It's a one-man run, this. Man, all taken by triple kinds. And let's take an item capsule. Let's just get all of the items. How many spins? One spin. Oh, we have to get 250 on this spin. So unfortunately, that's going to be where we end it. Yeah, so King Midas, if you have triple kinds or if you have rusty gear, I think King Midas is very powerful. Or if you have kind of a string, he's pretty decent, but not fantastic. But if you had triple kinds and rusty gear, King Midas, I think would be an instant pick straight away. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this run. It was nice to finally break our losing streak, and while I run to break it on, good King Midas run is always good fun. So if you enjoyed it, give us a like, comment down below, and let me know what you thought of the run or the video. And we shall see you next time. Subscribe to see more. I'll have another video out tomorrow, another floor 9 run, I think, just while we're waiting on the updates. And we'll see you then, guys. So until then, take care of yourselves and cheers for now.